Hello and welcomes back everyone. I'm Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Ciaphas Cain here, my Jedi Knight on the world of Taris. When we last left off, we were doing some of the story mission. We were looking for Dr. Nason Gadera. Unfortunately, the troops General Varsutha promised us were led into an ambush by Imperial intelligence, led by this operative, this Watcher 1, who is also looking for Dr. Gadera. Unfortunately, the Empire is one step ahead of us. We've managed to track Dr. Gadera's current location, but before we head there, it seems that there are a few people here at this Waystation who would like our attention. So, let's have a bit of a chat, shall we?
Hey there, Captain Childress. I want to thank you for taking the time to see me. You did nice work on that land claim mess. Like we flew this many troops to the armpit of the galaxy so some kids could play pioneer. It'll take way more than it's worth to make this planet livable. Only thing interesting about Terrace is that it's the worst failure the Republic's ever had.
I don't know much about Terrace's history.
Way back when, the Sith were searching for a Jedi here. When they couldn't find her, they tried destroying the entire planet. The Jedi escaped, but millions of people died an ugly flaming death. The Empire tried the same thing on Coruscant in the last war. 300 years after Terrace, we still don't know squat about how to defend against a bombardment once ships are in low orbit.
I could take a battlecruiser or two, but I don't know if I could stop a whole bombardment.
We're not there yet. Right now, we're just trying to learn what we did wrong. I sent commandos to defend a research team at the crash site of the Endar Spire, the last Republic warship shot down over this planet. If we're lucky, that ship recorded the whole bombardment. But my teams lost contact, which means there are desk jockeys in the wild with the most valuable data on Terrace.
What's this ship? Why is it so valuable?
There were Jedi aboard back in the day. Now, we hope it's got data on the attackers. The crash site's a ways out, fast as you can make it. I don't know if we've got survivors. Research team's your #2 priority. Data's the most important thing. Take anything the Endar Spire recorded to Commander Viki at the outpost.
Okay, sounds fairly straightforward. Commander Viki, I believe, is on the upper level here at this Waystation. The Endar Spire, of course, being the prologue or starting area, where you are in Knights of the Old Republic 1, when it was still in orbit over Taris, and obviously before the bombardment. So who else should we have a word with? How about we have a word with a good doctor here?
As you can see by the data, there is no disease in known space that propagates as quickly as the Tarisian Rakghoul plague. Even one individual Rakghoul can start a pandemic, as we have observed in 81 colonies to date. Until a vaccine can be widely distributed, it is highly doubtful that any civilian colonization effort will yield lasting results. Thank you.
I didn't know Rakghouls had gotten so many colonies.
Rakghouls have been the story on Taris for 3 centuries. HoloNet archives say a Dr. Thorne developed a Rakghoul serum vaccine just hours before the bombardment. I've been trying to acquire the serum, but short of putting a blaster to someone's head, that's not going to happen.
What makes you think that?
There's a pirate camp not far from here. They went after the ruins of Sepanik Memorial Hospital. Sepanik was well preserved. If there's Rakghoul serum to be found, it'd be there. I asked Commander Viki to step in, but since it wasn't a Republic hospital, the pirates have legal salvage rights.
Have you tried approaching them?
Honestly, no. They're the Death's Claw pirates. They'd look at me and see scared human girl with money. You, on the other hand, what would you think about getting some samples out of them?
Consider it done.
Thanks. To have a working vaccine, no price is too high.
Okay, let's go have a word with these pirates, shall we?
Even if Rakghoul serum samples aren't viable, we might still learn from them.
Just trying to look at, trying to recall the other quests available to us. For now, let's head over to the Endar Spire and the Sepanik Memorial Hospital remains. Then we'll come back and have a chat about the other, the needs of the other people there at the Waystation. Of course, we came along this road just earlier to activate the tracking relays. We'll dip our head into the airlock of the Endar Spire first. And then I think we may try a more diplomatic approach with the Deathclaw pirates. Since it seems that the pirates are acting more like salvagers, maybe we should just avoid making enemies out of them. If we can get in, find the samples, and get out, I think that would be a job well done.
Lieutenant Carlslew, I'm all that's left of Commander Childress's 5th Detail. Please, tell me you're our reinforcement.
I'm here to rescue you.
Give me a moment. All's clear, guys, and we've got some muscle from back on base. This is what's left of our research team. The others got ambushed while working. Scavengers must have guessed we were after something good. We need to hold them off long enough for the research team to recover and download that data.
I'm always happy to work on my lightsaber techniques.
Okay, data's priority 1. Everybody into the ship, go!
Okay. So we need to get to the bridge. More scavengers. Not necessarily the Deathclaw pirates, though. Restore power to this sector. Let's push on forwards. Okay. Some more generator controls. And onto the bridge we go. Let's wait for the lieutenant to open fire. Okay, we have support here with the lieutenant. T7, get ready. Nice work. Everyone's still alive. Good.
If you hadn't come when you did, those would be our smoking corpses there, no question. Unfortunately, we're not done. Not until this wreck's data is in the hands of Commander Vikwi.
Give me what you have. I'll get it to the commander.
We've recovered all the high-priority info. If you run that to the outpost, I'll hold off what's left of the scavengers until our reinforcements arrive.
You are very welcome, citizens. Proud to have served. Oh, we're not going to be getting a reinforcement, so we don't deal with this defense droid. Seems the scavengers left us one final toy to play with. We have the data. Now, the Dynamite Hospital is, I believe, just behind here. Oh, maybe, there it is. I was looking for the entrance. There is a staged bonus mission to deal with the Deathclaw pirates. And even though, yes, we did kill a few of them earlier, let's accept the fact that we're not going to get the experience. Because we're going to try and do this by bypassing the enemy patrols. Looks like someone's already clearing out the path towards where we believe. Yep. Someone's already clearing the way. We just naturally assume that the samples of the Rakghoul serum we're looking for are down this way. Trust me, they are. I believe the Deathclaw pirates also have some Rakghouls they are, like, dissecting as well. And yeah, we have a kind of makeshift field hospital here. These pirates don't look very well. And on this lab table, we find a... looks like an injector with some sort of serum inside. Maybe that's what we're looking for.
You picked the wrong medbay to rob, Vac-Brain. There's gonna be 200 Death's Claw pirates coming through that door.
Suits me fine.
Wait. When I said you picked the wrong place to rob, I meant, we don't have a lot of money. And it's true. Most of our manpower is laid up with the Rakghoul plague. If I'm not around to administer the serum treatment, it's gonna be nothing but carapaces and claws in here.
I'd heard you dug something up. I'm going to need it.
Yeah, we've been using it to, Whoa, wait. No, you don't. No, you can't take it. These people are infected. If you cut off my supply of serum, these guys are gonna turn. You know what that means? I'm gonna have to shoot them all in the head before they try to eat my liver.
You're a doctor, right? Synthesize some more.
With what? My state-of-the-art facilities? I can only use what I find, and we don't find much. The only place I can think of that might have some left is the ruins of Dynamite General. The place was basically Ghoul Town. You want serum, you get it there, and leave us alone.
I better not come to regret this.
No, the stuff is down there, I swear, on my medical license. The real one.
The real medical license. If we don't find any, we're coming back here. Let's get ourselves back over to the Waystation. We can hand over the bombardment data.
If you have any questions about military operations on... My pardon, Jedi. I'm actually expecting one of your order. Are you the one who saved my team at the Endar Spire?
Everything from the primary computers is on here.
The data from the Endar Spire will be invaluable to the Republic's war efforts. Lieutenant Carlsu tells me there's close surveillance footage of the Imperial warships.
It was the least I could do.
Thank you for your service. Republic intelligence has been waiting for this data since the bombardment fell.
Not a problem, Commander. Indeed, proud to serve. So, we need to get into Dynamite General Hospital. Decisions. Yeah, why don't we look at the other quests?
Stand by for examination and suggested products.
Companion gift, companion gift, companion gift. And companion gift.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
We have a heroic mission here as part of a bounty board terminal. There is a volunteer operation in the works. The objective? Warhead retrieval. The contact, Major Terrace. One of our transports came down under fire from Mandalorian raiders just after she broke Taris Atmo. Cargo was Class 7 anti-ship warheads, all ejected safely. Unfortunately, we can't say the same for the crew. The Mandalorians are already headed for the warhead's landing site. We need volunteers to intercept them and signal for pickup when the warheads are secure. Anyone that gets it done gets double hazard pay. We ID'd the Mandalorian commander as Duran Gore. This guy is known to take down Jedi for his day job, so expect major opposition. Okay. Locate the warhead's crash site. Try to retrieve them, maybe even locate this Mandalorian commando. Sure thing.
Thank you for coming so fast. I told you the commander would send someone, Gartha.
The commander didn't send him. Don't you recognize a Jedi when you see one?
Then we really are saved. Master Jedi, may I please beg your aid? Have you ever faced a Rakghoul before?
I haven't encountered a creature yet that could stop me.
Really? Because they're the most terrifying things I've ever seen. Dragged down 3/4 of our team before we could do anything. We're a Republic archaeological salvage team. They call us the corpse counters because we're cataloging the bodies from the bombardment.
We were in an old Zirca works pipe this morning when those monsters came out of nowhere. They killed our guards and half a dozen of our team.
They might not be dead. We ran, we didn't see. Could you please just check if anyone survived?
If there is any chance your friends live, they deserve every effort to save them.
Thank you. I'm honored that you would help us. We were in the Zirca Works pipeline. If you go soon, there may still be someone there.
No, there's no hope for our friends now. But maybe you can make those monsters pay for what they did.
We'll go check right now. You say you left them this morning, and it is... well, still somewhat morning. Let us go quickly check to see if anyone is still alive. Where is that Zirca Works pipeline? Ah. This is it right here. I'm not seeing anyone. All we're seeing is Rakghouls. There's a few chewed upon bodies. That's not a good sign. Let's clear out the surrounding area of Rakghouls. I'm not seeing any survivors. Huh. An active data pad.
This is for you, Gartha. I saw you ahead of me there, before the pack cut us off. Just want to tell you, you're wrong. The dead do care what happens to them after they die. I'm one of them now. I hear those monsters sniffing for me in the dark, and I know I'll be with the dead before anyone comes for us. And I do care. But I'd rather lie here 1,000 years undiscovered than have some greedy son of a hut like you dig me up just to see what I've got that's worth stealing. I hope someone else finds this and makes you pay for your crimes, like I'm about to pay for mine.
Seems like a last-ditch effort to incriminate his friend, to get something off his chest. Of course, Gartha was the Sullustan who was adamant that there'd be no survivors.
You're back, and I don't see anyone with you. Did you... are they?
Dead? What did you think? The Rakghouls would buy them flowers and send them home?
I'm sorry. Your friends are gone, but I made sure those Rakghouls will never kill again.
Cold comfort. There's probably another swarm already moving in.
Excuse me, I should call the base, tell their families what happened.
I'm putting in for a transfer. No job is worth this.
I hear you found a way to make it worth your while.
What did you find? Was Alizu alive? What did that lying coward say about me?
He said you've been stealing from the dead.
So dramatic. It's nothing big. The corpses are still filed. The data is preserved. It was just stuff. Jewelry mostly. No one was going to miss it. You're talking about people who died generations ago.
We'll see if you think prisoners have as few rights as the dead.
Very funny.
The commander's sending a team to retrieve the bodies. Thank you for doing what you could.
I also uncovered Garth's crime. He's been stealing off the bodies.
How could you? You told me those boxes were going to the Republic Archive.
Yeah, so I lied. What, you going to turn me in for that too?
We'll work this out later. We've asked enough of your time. Although, if you have a moment...
You sound like there's something more on your mind.
Okay, this'll sound crazy, but there's more Rakghouls at our grave sites than any of the Republic target zones.
Ah, they're just drawn to the noise and the smell of flesh.
We're not any noisier or fleshier than a platoon of soldiers. I think they're protecting their ancestors.
Ancestors?
See, Rakghouls descend from sentience. It's a disease, one we know little about. But if my theory is correct, it'll be our first insight into how they think. This could be a first step toward taking the planet back from them.
How do you plan to achieve this?
The salvage team can't get to the main bombardment sites. There are so many Rakghouls there, you can see them by satellite, like a living carpet. If you could get samples from both the Rakghouls and the skeletons at one of the main sites, we could see if they're related.
Do you have details? What exactly are we talking about?
There probably isn't a way to get a Rakghoul to volunteer a genetic sample, so, I guess you'll be killing them. Then we'll compare their blood samples with genetic material from corpses in the same area.
By tomorrow, you should be able to answer this question once and for all.
Seriously, Sierra, you think you can waste his valuable time on your crackpot theories?
You don't tell me what to do anymore. We know how you feel about the people of Taris. Please don't let Gartha discourage you. This is important. And I don't think there's anyone else on this planet willing to brave those Rakghouls to find out. I'll be waiting to hear what you find.
Of course, citizen. I am very brave. Oh god, what am I getting myself into? To be fair, for Gartha as well, we do loot quite a few bodies. We just don't make it obvious, and there's no one around to tell us off. So we have a law object on Taris and its relations to non-humans. We've already heard a bit about this, of course. In the century preceding its destruction by Darth Malik, Taris experienced a devastating planet-wide famine among the working classes. In desperation, the poor declared war on the nobility, only to have their rebellion quickly and violently put down. Since many of the rebellion's leaders were non-human immigrants, those in power sought to quell further unrest by enacting a number of harsh anti-alien laws. Non-humans were banned from public office and forbidden to leave the lower levels of the city without special government permits. The institutionalized segregation of non-humans inevitably fostered an anti-alien prejudice among the human population, though many Republic historians prefer to gloss over this unsavory fact. And we have a doctor here.
It's amazing, isn't it? To stand at the site of such history. The fall of Terrace has always cast a shadow over the Republic. So many millions of our people are descended from the refugees who fled its destruction, and we've carried its effects for far too long.
I'm sorry, I don't think we've been introduced.
I'm sorry, I'm Dr. Synoda. I have made it my life's work to cure Kolu syndrome, a rare cancer that affects only the descendants of Teresian refugees. But I have reached the limits of what I can do without the original settlers' medical records. I came here to access the systems in Terrace's old general hospital, but I, underestimated the dangers.
It sounds like a worthy cause. Is there a way I can assist?
Master Jedi, I am honored by your interest. Please go to the old hospital. I have the plans here. There are emergency generators that may still work. If you bring them up, we can download the old records. Bring them back, and you could save millions of people from a life of pain and early death.
Okay.
Have you made it to the hospital already? What records were there?
So we need to head over to Dynamite General Hospital for a couple of reasons now. So there is an upper and lower section to the hospital here. We passed by the upper levels, of course, earlier on our way back to activating the tracking relays. Here it is here. So we need to find 3 emergency power generators, activate them to then gain access to the records. Now, I believe the record terminal is there. Yeah, the archives. Next to one of the generators. Looks like these pirates are having a bad time. They may have been attacked by the Rakghouls outside. Oh shit, that's a Republic soldier as well. Oh crap. Oh wow. I didn't realize the pirates and the Republic were here together. That's a scout. And he does not look healthy. Wow. I didn't notice that. I thought they were all pirates. Even if we had managed to synthesize a working serum, even if we had the serum on hand, I think they may be too far gone to save. Nothing else, so at least we're putting them out of their misery. Oh, footlocker. Help ourselves a few more credits. Yeah, it's like some of them are just laying on the floor waiting to die in this suffering. Okay, let's download the medical records. Okay, hopefully Dr. Synoda can make sense of what we've retrieved there. And we'll head out this way. We can survive this drop. Yeah, here's the entrance to the lower levels of the General Hospital. Looks like someone else may have already been down here and has cleared the way. There's normally plenty of Rakghouls down here. Yeah. Oh. This is That's what we're looking for. Nice. And since we're here, if you were to bloop, jump over here, this would lead you all the way around to another doorway. This one? No. Might be this one. Just trying to listen out. There is a datachron. That is accessible through or behind that barricaded door. So, now we're heading to a main site of where the Rakghouls are based. Apparently it's rather dangerous with the number of Rakghouls around there. We need to locate some of the... Where the hell are you going, Quaizen? Get off on a journey. Yeah, we're looking for genetic samples. Oh, like this. Let's pull out our injector here. Or extractor, I suppose. We're also looking for blood samples. Means killing the Rakghouls, of course. Oh. Oh, well, there's all the blood samples we need. That was easy. We do have a bonus to clear out. Oh. Rakghouls around the General Hospital. Take another sample. Getting close to a heroic area here. We can actually see some Mandalorian commandos. We need one more sample. Oh, now do we want to tackle the Mandalorians or do we not? That is the question. There is a bonus mission to deal with so many Mandalorians, but we might be able to sneak by them and retrieve the warheads without having to deal with them. Let's kill the Mandalorians. When I was playing as my Imperial agent, as Vadron, I was looking for a certain headpiece. And I could only do that from completing various heroics. The Fallen Stars heroic was one of these. So I was running Fallen Star quite often, and you can complete this by only having to kill one person, one Mandalorian. You don't need to complete the bonus at all. But we may as well get ourselves involved. It's a good experience. And there are reasonable rewards. Here's the crash site, where the warheads ended up. We have the first warhead stockpile right here. Well, if you wanted, you can have it. Let's go check these warheads. Their explosive warhead has been removed from the missiles. The Mandalorians must have taken them elsewhere. There's the next set of missiles. You can kind of sneak around behind all these groups of Mandalorians if you so wish. Oh, we made a friend. Check these missiles. Indeed, these missiles have also had their explosive warheads removed. Perhaps they're being loaded onto this ship. Let's check this missile here. Dur and Gore defeated. And yeah, looks like they've stacked up these missiles quite nicely, ready to get them off-world.
Tehedet kusha, ragad tarf tala universe. Ugal unkas, ut termu nulu uma. Uma, ormalo mentu gorastuk.
My pleasure.
Jonulu hagan datala mutu ondota joestakon. Razjono tugu.
Okay, mission complete. Gained... Yeah, that's a better implant. And... that is a better focus. Okay. Need to get ourselves back over to the Waystation.
These are all the medical records I could find.
Thank you. I am sure you have braved many higher profile dangers, but you will never do anything more important. You have saved countless lives. One of them may well be mine. My ancestors fled Terrace 300 years ago, and my family still carries their curse. I thank you.
You are welcome, citizen. Level 35. Ooh. One of our abilities was transformed. It was a double strike, I believe. It's now become clairvoyant strike. Okay. Let's have a look, shall we? We now have a new passive. Let's have a look. First things first. Yep. We have Circling Shadows, Double Strike, Whirling Blow, Clairvoyant Strike, Vaulting Slash, Shadow Strike, and Spinning Strike. Bloody hell. All grant an ability called Circling Shadows, reducing the cost of your next project by 25%. Okay. In addition, your project or psychokinetic blast have a 50% chance to attack a target twice. Interesting, okay. So all of our attacking abilities, all our lightsaber skills, will make our project cost less. We're not using project as often as we should, just because it's an expensive ability. But that'll reduce, if we get 2 stacks, it'll only cost 20 force rather than 40. And it is quite a damaging blow, about the same as our Shadow Strike. Though Shadow Strike does give us that force regeneration, and it gives us damage reduction as well. But a double hit, well, 1.5 hits, as the second one is at half strength, is worthwhile. Let's have a look at Clairvoyant Strike. Again, strikes a target twice. Each use of this ability builds clairvoyance. Oh, which gives Project a 50% chance to automatically trigger your Shadow Technique off of its normal rate limit. Each use of this ability. So we could get... oh, okay, so if we use Clairvoyance twice, we'll then have Project, which will be cheaper, a 100% chance to trigger Shadow Technique, which builds up our Force Breach. Right, okay. So we're going to be getting more stacks of Force Breach or Shadow Technique now, so we can breach more often. Okay, that's perfect. That works out really well. It means we're going to be using Project more often. Maybe we should move Project away. Then where are we going to put Force Speed? What other abilities are we going to learn? I think... Okay, okay. Just having to see where the hotbars are here and think about where my finger placement is going to be.
The Republic sent a unit to retrieve our team's bodies. They said to thank you for your help.
Aren't you going to ask if he wasted his time on your pet project?
Why do you always try to ruin everything? Do Sullustan moms not hug their children or something? Did you get to the bombardment site? I don't see a scratch on you.
The Rakghouls didn't want to give up their blood, but I convinced them.
I'm sure you can be quite persuasive. Just let me see the samples. I've got a portable scanner that can give us preliminary results right now. That's amazing. There's over a 50% correlation. Genetic drift usually means a much less marked connection, even in a normal population after so many years.
They really are defending their ancestors then.
It means we just made one of the most important discoveries in Teresian history.
What? Where's the cynical disbelief?
You can't dispute the numbers, Sierra. You're right. This is amazing. If Rakghouls have enough rationality to remember people and places that matter to them, we can't keep treating them like mindless animals.
They've slaughtered millions of people, including your friends.
We need to cancel our operations in these grave sites. We can't keep antagonizing them.
But if we know they come to the defense of certain territories, we can bait them, draw them out, so the Republic can send in troops to exterminate them.
No, if they're sentient, we can't just keep murdering them.
I'll contact the Reconstruction Authority. Do you have an opinion on this?
Rakghouls are a contagious, predatory species. Our only option is to wipe them out.
Isn't that the thinking that got Elisu and the others killed?
You can't reason with a monster, Gartha. You of all people should know that. I'll give the Republic your recommendation. Thank you again for all your help.
I'm sure a wiser Jedi would urge that we try to understand the Rakghouls and maybe get peace someday. I like that Gartha saying they're sentient, therefore we shouldn't kill them. Yeah, by the way, the Empire's sentient. I know I'm making terrible arguments, but at the same time, we have one more thing we need to do. We need to hand over the serum we recovered from Dynamite General Hospital.
Stand by for examination and suggested products.
Oh, it's another... no, that's fine.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
We'll take a break here, and we'll speak to the good doctor at the beginning of the next part, as we're likely going to be heading down towards the Brel Sediment. Thank you all for joining me once again with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now.